Kingfisher Road, one of the most nostalgic places in all of Need for Speed Rivals. We've all been here. We jumped, we raced. You almost drive here by every time you play the game. So this is one of the most recognizable places in all of Need for Speed Rivals. And that right here is the Kingfisher race. And it is my target. If you didn't already know, I'm trying to beat the world record time on the Grand Tour. And I'm on it since 2 weeks now and still didn't manage to beat it. And in these 2 weeks, my skill got even better. So I had an idea to try to beat the world record on Kingfisher race. So Need for Speed Rivals got released on the 11/5 of 2013. And surprisingly, no record has been shown until 2021. So let's see how good this record actually was. It seems like this record was recorded on a phone, but you can still see pretty much. We're gonna watch this run and examine what he did. First, he shows his all drive settings because that's a rule that you have to do. Now we're just gonna watch his run. He starts with a normal start. He uses turbo instantly at the start. He uses it all out. Uses almost all of its nitrous in the turns. Now he has no nitrous and have to use another turbo to get to top speed. He's braking really much for this turn. Gets around this corner pretty okay. He's using almost half of its nitrous for this part. Struggles a bit on the down there and uses the turbo on this turn. He's not braking the turbo, but the drift was pretty slow. Pushes the cop away so it don't slow him down. And full speed to the finish. A 1 minute and 37.28. Yeah, I know it's pretty bad, but you know, it's the first ever run. So what was the next record? 1 minute and 26.17. That's an improvement by 11 seconds. That's a huge gap. With that being said, let's watch his run. He's using the Sesto for better acceleration. He quick starts it with a bit speed to get pushed further. And he uses the turbo instantly. And then he goes to the right to get under the bridge. A really good turn on this section. He's using all the turbo that he has. He also goes to the left. He hits the wall. He's using the turbo right in the middle of a turn, and that should be the end. A 1 minute 26.17. But what changed? Almost everything. He's using a different car, a different route, and he's using the turbos on different parts. He just has a complete different strategy, and it works. 11 seconds in front of the old one. You're probably thinking, why Sesto? Koenigsegg is way faster, but no. If you compare them, they have huge differences. One of them being the acceleration with the turbo. So let's compare them. First, who reaches 300 km/h wins. As you can see, the Sesto is faster in acceleration. So let's test the handling. Now we see who's faster at the downhill race. First, who reaches a sign that is at the end wins. Here I hit the NPC on accident with the Sesto, so we're gonna keep that in mind. I'm being honest, this is a tie, because I hit that NPC with the Sesto, and it should be the same time as the Koenigsegg. Now we're gonna test the nitrous. First to 200 wins. Surprisingly, the nitrous are the same, but still, on the Kingfisher race, the Sesto is just faster, so Koenigsegg has to go. I equipped the Sesto Elemento and went right into the race. The first thing I noticed on this turn is that it's pretty hard to get a good exit speed out of it. As you can see, my exit speed was around 200 km/h here, and that's not that good. You can see that the world record has an exit speed of around 250 km/h, and that's way faster. Coming up is a new tricky turn. Most of the people, I think, use a handbrake here. That's kind of right. But we have to keep in mind, we want to use the turbo immediately after. And that's just a little bit slower. Now, what's slow here? If you know a bit about racing, you probably heard about racing lines. And here we have a pretty wide racing line, and we don't want that on this turn. Then let's try something different. Let's use the normal brakes. How does this work? Well, not that well. If we use normal braking, the car just understeers and we crash. But the good thing about this braking is that we keep a lot of speed on the turn, unlike with the handbrake. But if we combine handbrake with normal braking, this is what happens. A perfect turn that is smooth and not risky at all. With that in mind, we can keep going. But wait, I crashed into that wall. Was that intended? Well, yes, it was. As you can see now, my turbo got resetted. Yes, the world record did not bounce off that wall. But who says that you can't improve a world record? This run has a small time loss here, because now he has to use the nitrous and has no turbo to get fast here. But I have. With the turbo here, I get to my top speed on this section. And then I hit another wall? Is this a flaw? Is this something that I did wrong? Not at all. It's the most important thing here. Let me show you something. This is what happens if you go normally here without touching a wall. You notice that? I lost my grip. So what does the wall bounce do? I'm gonna show you a perfect representation what the wall bounce does. If you jump this jump without bouncing off a wall, you're gonna jump like this. But this time, you're gonna hit a wall before the jump. And this time, we are literally glued to the ground. Now with that explained, you know why I bounce off the wall. The rest of the race has nothing difficult to do, just perfect driving. So let's see a side-by-side race to see how exactly faster I was. A new world record, 1 minute and 25.81. World record beaten by only 39 milliseconds. So yeah, that's my story with my Kingfisher world record. And for everyone, thank you for the support. We are at 5k followers almost, so you can call this video a 5k special. And for everyone that's on TikTok, you can check out my YouTube channel. It's the same name, Locofire. Search it up. There I'm gonna post more of these videos that are pretty much longer. And yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Have a nice day.